Talk about a dystopian hellscape. Ron DeSantis just signed a new law requiring all transgender adults, not kids, not parents with kids that are transgender, the adults themselves, in order to obtain written consent from multiple oversight boards whose members are appointed by DeSantis in order to get gender-affirming care.
You can't be trans unless Ron DeSantis allows you to be and gives you that permission. Imagine asking for permission from your governor and his cronies just to get life-saving medication and healthcare that you need. And yes, this applies to adults too. Florida, where freedom goes to die, yet you have brainless bimbos out in the street rejoicing.
He's weak. Very weak. Opening the borders.
We're not going to take it anymore. We're done taking it. We're not taking it anymore. That's the end.
You're not taking it anymore.
We're not taking it anymore.
No, we're not.
Florida's literally falling apart. What does she mean when she says, we're not going to take it anymore? Take what, sweetie? Your Social Security and Medicare checks that you've been getting every month? We have a real mental health crisis in this country. Florida ranked 49th out of 50 in regards to access to mental health services. But instead of spending his time governing the state of Florida, putting fingers, Governor Ron DeSantis is spending all of his time pursuing his own ambitions, running for president.
So how do you see a difference between your candidacy, what you've been trying to do, your record, and President Trump?
Well, I think it's interesting because he's been attacking me by moving left. So this is a different guy than 2015, 2016.
Leftist Donald Trump.
And for the record, Ron DeSantis literally signed a bill to hide his public disclosures for travel and to literally repeal the Resign to Run law, which allowed him to open up this exploratory committee so that he could run for president and govern the state of Florida at the same time. Because there's nothing like a career politician, right? DeSantis goes on in that interview to claim that Trump is too far left. Careful, Ronnie, you're gonna pull a muscle with that stretch. But I mean, let's cut to the chase. Every single minute that Ron DeSantis spends going state to state, campaigning, raising money, doing rallies for his presidential campaign is one less minute that he's spending in Florida governing and destroying the state further. And that's probably a good thing. And just a refresher of Death Star DeSantis, he has done some very, very unpopular things, like signing a 6-week abortion ban, which is super unpopular amongst even his own electorate, expanding the Don't Say Gay law to all grades, not just K through 3. And now he is literally passing a bill where you have to get written consent and permission if you're going to get gender-affirming healthcare. So I'm kind of glad that he's not governing in the state of Florida because he actively makes things worse, but he could also be our president, which terrifies me. Oh, and just another detail that there was another horrific mass shooting that was in the state of Florida that claimed 9 people, including 3 children. But you know, guns are more important.
So, since we're on this big kick of protecting the children, when are we going to protect the children? 3 of the victims were minors, but I guess we're not going to do anything about that, right? No, we're not. Because Florida actually just rolled back gun regulations, didn't they?
Because under Ronnie DeSantis, more civilians that are prone to violence are now more easily able to obtain and carry a weapon without a permit. Because, you know, more guns means more safety. You know, just despite the pesky fact that there are 120 guns per 100 people in this country, meaning that there's more guns in this country than people, making this hypothetically the safest country in the world. But, you know, that's just a pesky fact that gets in the way of my narrative that I love my guns. My big takeaway is this. Florida's literally falling apart. Florida is where freedom goes to die. Under the leadership of Governor Ron DeSnackpack, you have seen numerous laws that have been passed trying to take away freedoms from people. This is the most un-American thing ever. So reach out to your family and friends in Florida because honestly, there's some people that are so quick to say that it's a dying state or it doesn't matter or let's just cut it off and have it float and sink into the ocean. No, there are people that are in Florida that did not vote for Republicans and DeSantis, and we cannot leave them behind. So vote blue, reach out to people in Florida, send them your strength and your love, and let's actually reclaim that state. My name is Scott Johnson. You can find more of me on my YouTube, which is in the description below, as well as my TikTok where I do morning shows. We had 7,000 viewers this morning, which was awesome. And most importantly, do not forget to smash that subscribe button to the breakdown so you can see more from me and other awesome people. You know you want to.